in the bustling heart of the Iron Keg Tavern, where laughter mingled with the clang of mugs and fiddles sang over the din, two men sat apart from the revelry. Hidden in the shadows of a secluded booth, they observed the scene with stark dispassion. "They celebrate while men in the field die," grumbled the first man, his voice a rough whisper beneath the dark cowl shadowing his scruffy beard. "Soldiers die, so they can celebrate," retorted the second man, his face clean-shaven and stern as he adjusted the cloak to better conceal his gray uniform. "We're not here to pass judgment." "Right. Then why are we here?" the bearded man asked, his tone edged with impatience. "You said the advance stopped," replied the uniformed man flatly. "Your intel was wrong. We both knew victory wasn't possible so quickly." The bearded man defended, his voice low and tense. "Your role was to delay, not to seek victory, to buy time from other, more pressing threats." The uniformed man countered sharply. "Had your information been accurate, the progress would have extended into the valley, diverting our leaders' attention from their future objectives." The bearded man clicked his tongue and took a long draw from his mug, the ale warm and bitter on his tongue. "Lyrus was taken, wasn't it?" The scruffy man pressed, seeking some ground in the argument. "Yes, but at the cost of the arachnid," the uniformed man stated. "Your gamble didn't account for Gwyn's resilience. They obviously didn't adhere to the peace accord." "Neither did we." The scruffy man conceded with a nod, taking another sip of his brew. Just then, a server hurried past, only to retreat swiftly under the harsh glare of the two men. "Dace?" The man in uniform broke protocol with a stern tone, earning an immediate scowl from his compatriot. "We agreed names were not to be spoken," Dace hissed, a dangerous edge to his voice. "I understand, but time isn't on our side. This war will continue, and men will die. But when the dust settles, Operation Breaker must fail," the uniformed man insisted, urgency lacing his words. "Well, General Alaric?" Dace replied with a sardonic smile, acknowledging the breach with a hint of mockery. "I'm working on that." General Alaric slid a brown envelope across the table to Dace. Without missing a beat, Dace tucked it into his coat, knowing better than to examine its contents in the open. "What is this?" Dace inquired, his eyes narrowing slightly. "Everything you need," Alaric replied, his voice low and serious. Dace nodded, finishing his ale with a final swig. "Anything else?" he asked, pushing back from the table. "Do you know what's out there, beyond the borders?" Alaric asked, his tone suddenly reflective. "No," Dace admitted, standing to leave. "Let's hope it stays that way," Alaric murmured, watching as Dace blended into the crowd, leaving him to brood over his drink and the weight of their clandestine burdens.